1, 2, 3, sing! Hi Dr. Kamen, it's Kaitlyn, and I'm making this video as part of the last internship quarter, and to change things up, I thought I'd do a video and talk about what my experience was like. I even wrote out the questions and put them in a little hat so I don't forget all the points that I want to hit. So I'm gonna pick the first one. New skills and growth. So what, if any, new skills have you learned and how have you grown as a person? I've definitely gained a lot of technical skills. So how to simply turn on the camera, how to coil cables, various other things that I would have never picked up on without this opportunity. But aside from that, I've also seen myself grow as a person, particularly in my soft skills. I've been more confident in being able to reach out to people and ask about their story, and also for help if I don't know something. Next question. Greatest challenge. So what was the most challenging? There's definitely a bar of what I'm supposed to know and what I know has helped me nail down what helps me learn and what helps make it stick to my brain a lot more. And I find that the hands-on experience really helps. Okay, highlight or proudest moment. So what was the highlight of your internship this quarter and what are you most proud of? I definitely think the highlight of this internship was one of the longer shoots that I've been on. It was a couple of days when it's usually just a one-day thing. But for this one, there was like a call sheet. Everybody started at like 7:30 a.m. I was the production assistant, running around trying to do as much as I could. Everyone was wearing multiple hats, and that's how I really got to learn a lot about everything. I was slating, and I also helped out with a little bit of the set and sometimes clothing adjustments. And I really just enjoyed the camaraderie that came out of spending such long days with other people, all working for the same thing. On the last day of the shoot, I got hugs from the producers and they told me how grateful they were for my work. And I loved being able to know that I was noticed in that way. We took crew photos at the end of each day, and those are really precious moments that I think I'll remember. And I'm really proud of how I handled myself. I really tried to bring professionalism and make the team at StageOne proud of me. Difference from first quarter. So how did this quarter differ from the first one? Just by the sheer number of events that I was involved in, way different. Things really picked up for the studio, so there were a lot of clients coming in throughout the months. Sometimes I'd be driving home and find out that the next day I'd be driving back just to do the same thing over again, but a little bit different. They're always facing new challenges, and so I really appreciated in being given more responsibilities, knowing that I would show up. About the organization and your work. If you haven't already gleaned from the last couple of questions, StageOne Creative Spaces, our agency, has a studio or a couple that filmmakers or companies can rent out to make commercials, short films, run live events there. And StageOne will provide the gear and sometimes the crew to help realize that vision. There's also the nonprofit side, which is the local creative, and they look to highlight the work of local artists in like the San Jose area. What would you do differently? What would I do differently if I were to start the internship over? I would ask to do more. The first quarter, I didn't really do much, to be honest. It was just a couple of events here and there, and I would be setting up chairs or something like that, but it was still cool to be involved. But I think if I had asked to embark on an individual project, like making and editing a video, they would be totally open to that, and I could have sparked the learning process earlier and do more of the stuff that I'm doing now, which I really would have loved. But I don't regret how things have evolved. New activities. What new activities did I participate in? A lot. As I mentioned before, there's just been a lot more going on at the studio, and I've gotten to be a part of a lot of it. So I've gotten to go see how the booth for the local creative gets set up, and they just pull artists from other booths to ask about their work, and it's very wholesome, community building for sure. I've also gotten to do teleprompting, slating, got to be a little more of like an assistant camera to the DP, changing lenses and all that, and seeing someone's process of figuring out how to frame things in conjunction with the lighting, and how even just moving things over by a skosh or an inch really makes a difference in how it turns out. So that was cool to watch. Okay, empty hat, which means that was all the questions that you had for me. I'd just like to say how grateful I am to the Humanities Mellon Scholars Program for this paid internship opportunity this year, pretty much this whole year, because I don't think I would have been involved with this organization without it, and they've offered me a part-time job. Wow. So that's definitely all because of this program, so thank you. And that's a wrap for Kaitlyn Khoe at StageOne Creative for the Humanities Mellon Scholars Internship Program.